Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Uttam Shiralkar, a psychiatrist based in the UK. You're watching Political Mind Games. What occurred in the meeting between American President Donald Trump and Ukrainian President Zelensky at the White House was nothing short of a psychodrama. This presents a great opportunity for anyone who wants to learn how to read body language, especially that of politicians. So let's first explore the aspects of mind games and then discuss politics. I want to remind you to like and subscribe if you want to see more contents like this.
Problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
If you observe both President Trump and Vice President Vance, you would notice that they are leaning forward. We lean forward when we want to persuade or connect with another person. However, this connection may not be always positive. People might want to connect, to nudge, or to intimidate someone. In contrast, if you look at Zelensky, he is leaning back with his arms crossed. This is a typical defensive posture, as he's protecting himself from Trump's aggression.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring people, you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President.
When Vice President Vance says, "I have watched the stories," he raises his eyebrows and shakes his head. We raise our eyebrows to draw another person's attention to our face. So, Zelensky forces Vance to notice his disapproval.
Is you bring people, you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President.
When Vice President Vance mentions propaganda, Zelensky's eyebrows come together. Our eyebrows come together when we are angry.
Agree that you've had problems bringing people into your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and...
While this occurs between Vance and Zelensky, you can see that Trump's hands are in a stippling position. A stippling hand position involves placing the fingertips of both hands together to form a triangle, like this. This hand gesture indicates superiority or expertise in whatever is happening or a sense of power. You can see Zelensky feeling so defensive that he keeps his arms very close. No one wants to appear in such a position, but the body behaves unconsciously, and even seasoned politicians can't control their emotions and can't hide their emotions. I'm not sure if displaying all this in front of the camera was a part of the plan.
The destruction of your country.
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now. But you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You
God
don't know
bless. You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve.
When Trump says, "Don't tell us what we are going to feel," his body opens up, invading Zelensky's personal space slightly. That's the position of power he's demonstrating. What he's saying is that I can take up whatever space I choose to. This is a classic power play.
We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're in no
answering on
position
this
to
question.
dictate.
This is the first time that Zelensky's defensiveness has broken down. Before this, Zelensky may have thought that he had some control over the interactions. He was argumentative and felt comfortable within. But when President Trump confronted him, you can see that his defensiveness broke down. When President Trump says, "You are in no position," that's when his guards come down. He must have realized that his confrontational approach is not going to work anymore.
No position to dictate that.
That's exactly
Remember
what
this.
you're doing.
You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very
You will
good.
feel influenced.
We're going to feel very
I'm
good and
telling
very
you,
strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position.
I
You don't have the cards right now.
Now, Observe the change in Zelensky's body positions. His shoulders are slumped and his confidence has dropped further. He holds his hand together because he's feeling more anxious about this interaction.
I'm very serious.
You're gambling with the lives of
war.
millions of people.
You're
gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World.
Watch the difference in hand gestures between the two. Trump is pointing his finger, which is a very aggressive posture, while Zelensky's hand gesture is polite.
In this
Even
entire meeting,
today,
you said thank
even
you.
today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation.
If you can see, although it is heated conversation, Trump and Zelensky seem to have regained their composure. Trump is in steeple position again and Zelensky is stretching his hands. Both have returned to their baseline quickly. This may be due to the presence of media.
We gave you military equipment, and you men are brave, but they had to use our military.
What about
If you didn't have our...
Now we're witnessing something different. Trump made physical contact with Zelensky. Trump gently pushed him, applying just enough force to touch him. Furthermore, Zelensky displayed a notable decline in confidence.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on.
I understand, sir.
I think it's very important.
If you notice that Trump's hands are open, open hand shows that he strongly believes what he's saying and wants people to see what is happening in the room. It appears that President Trump and Vice President Vance shared similar feelings throughout their meeting, and their body language was more or less similar, which maintained relatively unchanged. At times, President Trump seemed more heated and angrier. Zelensky, on the other hand, initially appeared defensive, and as the interaction progressed, he seemed to lose confidence. Now, let's discuss the politics surrounding this issue. This unprecedented incident dominates international media coverage, leading many to question how it occurred. There is a strong suspicion in the media that it was strategically planned. In my mind, there is no question that it was planned. Trump's body language gave it away. The manner in which he said, "It's good that Americans are watching this," there wasn't any doubt left that it was planned. Typically, such meetings happen behind closed doors. However, in this case, the media was invited for various reasons. The first goal was to prepare American public opinion in case the United States decides to withdraw support for Ukraine. The second goal was to demonstrate Russia the extent to which the US is willing to go to stop this war. The third goal was to show the rest of the world that US has regained its dominance in international affairs, which it lost in the last few years. How effectively the US will achieve this remains to be seen, because the manner Zelensky handled this showed that for Trump's action, there are going to be reactions. But we just need to be mindful that this is just the play's first act. As a matter of coincidence, Trump and Zelensky both have been TV performers before they came into politics. I must say, Zelensky performed well in that meeting. I'm talking about his performance, not his politics. In the first part, he was assertive and stood his ground. He has captured public opinion in Ukraine and Europe and some in America as well. At the same time, he allowed himself the flexibility to adjust his tactics. I will keep you updated on further developments. There is much more to come. Please subscribe and click the bell icon for updates. Thank you for watching.